Ohlins steering damper is going to be a premium upgrade over your stock OEM steering damper. This is going to be for you guys out there looking for the utmost in performance and handling out of your motorcycle. Right now, let's jump in and talk about what sets the Ohlins damper apart from some of the other steering dampers out there in the market. Let's talk about what a steering damper does. A steering damper is simply going to be a suspension for your steering. So what I mean by this, as you're rolling along down the street, you got your hand on your handlebars, you shouldn't feel anything. You shouldn't feel any resistance in your handlebars whatsoever. Where the steering damper comes into play is if you hit a swoop in the road, or if you hit a pothole, or if you hit just a little bit of area that's not safe or not stable, it simply adds resistance when needed. Now, so what we're going to have from Ohlins, it's going to be compared to a rotary damper or other manufacturers' rod dampers. There's going to be less components in here that you're going to have to deal with. The only thing you want dampening is the actual hydraulic fluid moving through here. So that's really where Ohlins set themselves apart. You're going to get a truer damping experience compared to other manufacturers out there. And they're going to do that with the components inside. So let's start with that. Let's start with the components. Inside of this component, there's one little piston. We've got an aluminum body, we've got a chrome steel rod, and a piston with a hydraulic chamber. You're going to increase and decrease resistance of the hydraulic fluid using one simple control over here. You're going to have 18 different clicks of positioning. What this means for you is as you counterclockwise, it's going to reduce your amount of resistance. As you clockwise click, it's going to improve the amount of resistance. So what you want to do when you're first starting out with this, you want to click it all the way shut. So clockwise all the way, and then back off 10 clicks. So you're always going to start 10 clicks back of maximum, go out and ride, see how it feels for you. And what that does is there's a hole here and there's a hole here, and it actually closes off the amount of fluid moving through those holes to create more resistance. And as you open the hole up and make it wider, it allows more fluid through more freely. The other component, so far we've got two components. We've got a piston on a rod, we've got a little knob here that's going to change the resistance, and you have one extra component over here that you can't see, but there's a gold backing plate to kind of represent what it is. Automatic dampening spring in here. That spring is simply going to allow for more or less resistance to accommodate for the heat of the hydraulic fluid. That's it. Simplicity is part of the functionality of an Ohlins damper. There's nothing else to it. Once it's installed in your bike, you just have to set the click to where it feels best for you, and there's nothing else you have to do. It does it all itself. Simplicity is part of the design. I like the Ohlins products. I have Ohlins on my motorcycles, and there's a lot of guys out there rocking Ohlins setups on their bike. They are a premium component, and they really don't leave anything to chance. They give you everything all at once